Out there you were talking about, college and student loans, some of those things, and it seemed like something that you were kind of passionate about. Can you tell me, why is this so meaningful?
Oh, I think it's hugely important that we focus on student loan reform and college affordability in this election because it is an issue that is affecting millions and millions and millions of Americans. And it's also affecting how kids are thinking about what's possible and not. And that's not American. We want kids to think anything is possible and that we are going to invest in their ability to pursue their dreams. And if we don't have real student loan reform, we won't actually achieve that. And so it's why my mom has articulated a comprehensive plan about what she wants to do to help people who have debt today and then to help young people avoid having debt when they graduate from college or graduate school. And I hope that people will look at her plans and see how they might affect their debt or their kids' futures.
Okay, great. Can you make sure we're still recording? Okay, so you campaigned for your mom in 2008. How is this time different?
Well, the biggest difference now is that I'm a mom. I have two kids. I have a daughter, Charlotte, who just turned 2 on Monday, and a son, Aiden, who's 3.5 months old. And so this just feels like such a different experience to me because this campaign is everything in my life is, first about my children. And one of the reasons I'm working so hard on behalf of my mom is because I'm working for their future and the president that I want for them, who does also happen to be their grandmother.
Oh, right, and kind of talking about that future with your mom, a lot of the things in the media have been talking about her health. Is she fit for the rigors of this presidency?
Well, I think she demonstrated once again on Monday night. Not only is she healthy and not only does she have tremendous stamina, but how graceful and gracious she is. And I want that in my president as well. And I loved her answer about stamina in the debate. I mean, goodness, even if she were comparing herself to me, she'd win every day of the week until I can sit through 11 hours of congressional testimony or go to 112 countries in, less than 4 years. I think my mom wins that even in my family, much less, against her opponent.
Okay, great. And you're here in Traverse City today. How as the election, gets a lot closer, how is campaigning different? Who are you trying to target now?
Oh gosh, I'm wanting to talk to anyone who wants to talk to me. I was so just touched that so many people came out today here, took time out of their busy Fridays to kind of listen to me make the case for my mom, give me the chance to listen to what's on their minds in this election season. So I just am going to talk to as many people as possible, really across Michigan and across our country in the 39 days between now and November 8th.
Okay, and talking about, I know you referred yourself out there as young. How are you trying to kind of attract these younger voters and definitely even get people to sign up to vote?
Well, talking about kind of what I think is really important as a still relatively young new mom, listening even more importantly to what I hear from young people is important to them, and going to college campuses, talking to college and graduate students, so trying to go to where there are young people, but just really being open to whatever I hear is on any voter's mind, including any young voter, and trying to make the case for why my mom is the best president for what they're telling me they care about, whether it's student loan reform or criminal justice reform or the environment or the economy or really anything else.
Oh, great. And can you tell us, maybe one thing that maybe we haven't heard about your mom that, would kind of aid into why she would be the best fit for the presidency?
Well, I am continually surprised by kind of what people don't know about my mom. So I would hope that people would look at her life's work on behalf of women and children, the work she did as a young lawyer, the work she did as First Lady of Arkansas to improve our public school system. And that impacted me as a kid in the public school system in Arkansas. I admit, I thought you were going to ask me just something you didn't know. And for some reason, what popped into my head was that she makes really good applesauce. Now, that's not necessarily why you should vote for her, but if you like applesauce, she makes really good applesauce.
Hey, that's actually pretty awesome.
Okay.
What kind of apples does she use?
I can't give you her secret. No, she actually, it's a mix. She uses 2 different types of apples, but no more family secrets disclosed.
Okay, we'll
All
keep that. And, I know you touched on, some of the hate speech and negativity in this, campaign. How are you guys dealing with this?
Well, for me, it doesn't really kind of land because that's not what is most important in this election, except for what it exposes that we need to continue to address in our country, which is unfortunately the presence still of racism and sexism and Islamophobia, and that it should never be okay to demean someone because of what they look like or what they weigh, and it certainly should never be okay to demean a Gold Star family. So to me, what's at stake in our election, as highlighted by kind of all of that hatred, are our values and what we need to do to stand up for our values, to fight for our values, but also to invest in our values. And that comes right back to what my mom wants to do in the economy, on education, and really everything else.